Hi, are you a retiree? I'm a retiree. What does that mean? Really, all it means is it's a label I've put on myself to indicate to myself that I'm no longer working for paid employment. And for you, if I tell you this, to let you know that I'm no longer working in paid employment. But it's not who I am. It's just a label. It's just an indication, a way of communicating to others how I feel about myself. And we know that retirement, and the word retired, means all sort of winding down, beyond it, over the hill, etc. But remember, it's not who we are. I think a wise man said many years ago that all of our problems are caused by just three things: craving, clinging, and aversion. Now think about retirement. When we're not retired, when we're working, if we're not happy with our work, we want to be retired. And when we want to be retired, or when we make it, we look back often with nostalgia on those good times we had when we were working and miss them. That's clinging. And of course, aversion to the present moment, trying to get somewhere where we are not. And here we are, at last we've arrived at this period in our life called retirement, when we don't have to work for a boss anymore. Sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming. We might have had 50 years of work. I know I expected 50 years of work. I started work at 15. I expected to work to 65, 50 years of work. That was the norm. It's changed a bit today. People stay at schools longer. They go to college. They might actually start a real working life until their very late teens, maybe 20. And then by 50, they're thinking about getting out of it. 30 years as against 50 years. But I'm raving on a bit here. What I'd like to say is this. None of us are other than these two words. I am. I am. That's all. Everything else we've added behind it. I am a plumber. I am a craftsman. I am a teacher, etc. These are just occupations, things that can be taken off like clothing. They are not what we really are. And yet in retirement there is so much clinging to what I was, what I did. You were never these things. They were only your occupations, your careers, etc. So, to sound cruel, get over it. You're now a retiree. No one down at the club, depending upon the status of the club, I guess, but if it's a typical club or pub, no one cares whether you were the CEO of some great international conglomerate company or whether you took out the garbage. They don't care. Now everyone's equal. And that's something a lot of people find hard to get used to. I'm now among the rabble. Life, well, you might have spent most of your life building up this career, started work, went to college, worked your way through things, built yourself up, esteem, skills, etc. Only to find, as you got towards retirement, the ladder of success was leaning against the wrong wall. It didn't give you what you wanted in retirement. Retirement, those so-called years, can last, and commonly do today, decades. You might have 30 years of retirement. I've been retired 28 years and loving it. But you need things to do in retirement. And instead of building those careers and thinking only of those careers, which will come to an end, perhaps, put other things in your life as well. Things that you can carry forward right to the end of your life. Things that you really like to do, have always wanted to do, have an inclination to do, have gifts of being able to do these things because they bring you joy, satisfaction. Concentrate on those things before you retire. Let them evolve so that when you do actually step out of that place of work for the last time, you have something really good going for you, something that will last you right to the end.